He didn't need golden chains or flashing lights to become a star. All he needed was a stage, a script, and that unmistakable spark that turned every scene into a masterpiece. Nkem Owoh is not just an actor. He is a cultural icon. A man whose face and voice defined a generation of Nigerian comedy and drama. From village comedies to award-winning blockbusters, from slapstick laughter to powerful roles that made us reflect, his journey is one of talent, resilience, and legacy. Before we get deeper into this incredible story, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Because if you grew up hearing Osuofio's voice echo from a neighborhood TV, you already know this is not just nostalgia, it's history in motion. Nkem Owoh was born on February 7, 1958 in Enugu State, Nigeria. Raised in the southeastern region, young Nkem grew up in a modest household where education and good values were placed above everything else. Though acting wasn't considered a traditional career path back then, the fire in him couldn't be contained. From a young age, he had a gift, the ability to make people laugh, to mimic accents, to bring characters to life. While many around him saw it as a playful habit, it was the early foundation of a career that would later shape Nollywood. He attended the Federal University of Agriculture in Abeokuta, studying engineering. Yes, engineering. But even as he juggled classes and exams, his heart was already on stage. He started acting in school plays, television shows, and low-budget productions. And every time he stepped on screen, people noticed there was something raw and real about him. The timing, the delivery, the expressions, everything just clicked. Nkem Owoh's rise to national prominence came in the 1990s when Nollywood was just beginning to take shape. Home videos were exploding in popularity, and people craved stories that reflected everyday Nigerian life. In stepped Nkem, with his witty humor, perfect Igbo English blend, and unforgettable mannerisms. Then came the film that changed everything, Osuofia in London. Released in 2003, it became one of the most iconic Nollywood movies of all time. Nkem played Osuofia, a naive village man who travels to the UK after inheriting property from a deceased relative. His misadventures, confusion, and hilarious encounters with Western culture made audiences laugh uncontrollably. But behind the comedy was brilliant acting, the ability to mix innocence with satire, to reflect the struggles of a common man in a global world. The film was a massive success, both in Nigeria and abroad. And just like that, Nkem Owoh became a household name. But Osuofia in London wasn't his only masterpiece. Nkem had a way of breathing life into every role he played. Whether it was in films like Ukwa, Akanchawa, Mr. Trouble, or The Master, he never repeated the same formula. He brought something fresh every time. And it wasn't just about making people laugh, it was about telling stories that mattered. As Nollywood evolved, so did Nkem Owoh. He moved from pure comedy into more serious roles, proving his range and depth as an actor. In 2008, he starred in the critically acclaimed movie Stronger Than Pain, a performance that earned him the Best Actor award at the African Movie Academy Awards. That was the moment the industry stood up and clapped. He wasn't just a funny man. He was a master of his craft. What made Nkem stand out wasn't just his acting, it was his authenticity. He never tried to be someone he wasn't. He stayed grounded. He carried his culture with pride. His characters often represented the average Nigerian, poor but hopeful, confused but clever, struggling but never defeated. He made people feel seen. And in a country with hardship, that kind of connection, meant everything. Off-screen, Nkem Owoh has kept a low profile. Unlike many celebrities who chase headlines and controversies, he let his work speak for itself. He's a family man, a father, and a proud representative of his roots. Though he faced personal challenges including the tragic loss of a child, he remained strong and resilient, choosing to keep his private life private and his public life inspiring. He also became a voice for the industry. As one of Nollywood's pioneers, Nkem has advocated for better pay, improved production standards, and the recognition of African cinema on the global stage. He understands the power of storytelling, and he continues to support the next generation of actors and filmmakers who want to follow in his footsteps. Despite being in his 60s, Nkem Owoh's presence is still felt. Every meme, every viral scene, every throwback reminds us that legends don't fade, they echo across time. Younger actors respect him, older fans adore him, and new viewers continue to discover his genius through digital platforms and streaming services. Nkem Owoh's legacy is not measured by money or fame alone. It is measured by the millions of Nigerians and Africans who found joy, relief, and even wisdom through his films. It's in the countless moments where laughter broke tension, where humor exposed truth, and where our simple village character taught us about humanity. He taught us that you don't need to be loud to be legendary. You don't need to cross oceans to make impact. Sometimes, all you need is your talent, your truth, and a camera. From the dusty stages of school plays to global screens, from village jokes to deep drama, from Osuofia to iconic status, Nkem Owoh's story is one of transformation, excellence, and cultural pride. If you laughed with him, grew up watching him, or were inspired by his brilliance, then do one thing: hit that subscribe button right now. Because this is not just about movies, it's about celebrating the greatness in our own. And Nkem Owoh is the very definition of that greatness. Stay tuned.